So we have like Gerald R. Ford. You know who Gerald R. Ford is, don't you?
Sure.
Okay, President Gerald R. Ford.
Sure.
And we also have George Bush Sr. Even though and the reason I now know why we have him is because he did spend time in Michigan. He and Barbara spent time in Michigan when he was something. I forgot what they were saying on the news, but so he does have ties to Michigan.
Really? Interesting.
Yes, even though he's from Texas. So we do have. Yeah, it was something new I learned. So we do have George H. Bush. And then we have some sports celebrities. And then we have Raggedy Ann and Andy. And we have elves. And we have monkeys and gorillas and ostriches but when people come, but there's a lot of history in Detroit. There's a lot of history that I've been learning. The Riverwalk is being redone. They actually just got the rest of the land to go all the way to the Ambassador Bridge. So it's going to go from Belle Isle Bridge all the way to the Ambassador Bridge. And we have we already have a designer picked out that won the competition, and he actually designed the park in Chicago, Daly Park, and he also designed a park in New York, Brooklyn Park.
Oh, great. So what is the Riverwalk there exactly?
It's on the riverfront, and it spans, I forgot how many miles. It's great because it's got green spaces, and they have a carousel in part of it. They also have a splash park. We have believe it or not, the Riverwalk also goes into the Eastern Market, which is this Eastern Market is where you can get fresh fruits, vegetables, and we have a Flower Day coming up next month, and that's an annual event, and thousands of people come in for Flower Day. I try to avoid it because unless you get there at 6 a.m. in the morning, you can't find parking, and you're lucky if you could move around. But
I can see why you...
Yeah. But the Eastern Market area is really beautiful. There's a lot of things going on in the area now. There's actually people moving into some of the buildings. The Eastern Market used to be where like a lot of the produce and meat packing warehouses were. Some of them are still there. There's an old firehouse that's been converted into a Thai restaurant. There's restaurants. There's a lot of stuff. And then, of course, we now have a new park.
Oh, you do? You have a new park?
It's called Beacon Square. It's over by where our electric company is, DT Energy, we call it. It's DT. And we have a brand new park over there. And then we have Midtown, which is where all the museums are, a lot of the museums. And also Wayne State University is there. So it's kind of like a college town, but there's also the medical centers in that area.
Wow.
So, I mean, there's a lot of development going on, a lot of good things going on, and things are good. And actually, one of the streets was closed off. Part of Woodward is now closed off and is actually used. They have a giant chessboard, and in the summertime, they put picnic furniture out, and like people can actually sit and they bring food trucks in, and it's kind of cool. So.
Sounds fun. Speaking of food, one of my favorite restaurants is in Michigan, and that is in Frankenmuth.
Frankenmuth?
Frankenmuth, yeah. The chicken restaurants are so great there. I just love them.
Which one, Zender's or Bavarian Inn?
I've been to both. Do you have a preference?
I usually go to Zender's because I get a free birthday meal.
Well, there you go. I like Zender's a lot. Yeah, it's a nice one. And then across the road, I like them a lot I've ate at both, but I like the I can't think of the restaurant that's across the road from them. It's with the, what am I wanting to say? The, hotel, I guess, and where the Pied Piper clock tower is. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Bavarian Inn.
Right, the Bavarian Inn. Thank you. They have the best horns. You know what the almond type crescent horns, I think they are. They're a German type restaurant, isn't it? Of course, it's German.
Yeah,
and it's so
they're
good.
both.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful.
Yeah, they both are. Yeah,
they're just so good. Yes, they are. It's a fun town to be in, I thought, when I was there. So, and I think, like you, Michigan is so scenic. It's got so much beauty there. It's unbelievable. One thing I thought was really cool was how the shape of Michigan, being in a glove like it is. That is just so great. So
a mitten.
It is.
We're the mitten state.
Yeah, not glove, mitten. Yeah, you're the mitten state. Yep.
And then,
really cool.
and then we have got the UP. With beautiful forests, and there's waterfalls up there, Picture Rock, all that.
Gorgeous. So, and I also liked that Michigan seems pretty friendly for campers. You know.
Oh yeah.
For being an RV.
We have a lot of
tents, or just however you want to keep.
Yep. We have a lot of camping grounds. Actually, down the street from me, there's a campground it's called Proud Lake, and there's a lot of camping over there and fishing, and we have a lot of wildlife too. We're starting to get we've actually starting to get some eagles and some of the and by me, have you ever seen what sand cranes look like?
Yes, I have.
They look cool. Like pterodactyls.
They are really great. Yeah.
But you know what they do you know that they mate for life?
No, I didn't know that. That's very interesting.
And they're so cute when they walk. When they walk together, they hold each other's wings.
Oh, that is cute.
They act like an old married couple walking down.
That's cute. Aw.
I know.
Great fishing in Michigan too.
Oh yeah, we have a lot of lakes and we have great fishing around in different areas, so it's nice.
What's Michigan's would you say, is hockey real popular in Michigan? Is there a favorite sport there?
Hockey, baseball, basketball, football. Soccer's growing too.
Is it?
Yeah, we have there was talk about building a soccer stadium in Detroit, but that went down. Well, personally, I don't want to pay for. I would rather pay for. I'd rather put out money for low-cost housing.
Sure.
For veterans and the underprivileged than I would for a hockey arena.
That's understandable.
Or for a sports arena. I feel that the owners should be putting the money out and paying. We had our previous owner for our basketball team actually built the Palace of Auburn Hills. He believed that the fans should not have to pay for a stadium, so he built it. He made the decision to do that. Well, when he passed away, his wife decided to sell the team, and the guy that bought the team moved the team down to Detroit this past season, and so they share the arena with the Red Wings. But the problem, the Red Wings is our hockey team. But the issue is now have an empty stadium, but the land is valuable, and so I'm sure something will turn of it. But when the Lions moved down to Detroit, it took forever. Actually, just recently, they finally imploded the Silverdome and brought it down, and they're just cleaning the area up now. But it took it sat empty for years, and it's sad. And I wish that they would do something with the Palace, and because it was a good venue to go see concerts and other things. So I just don't feel I don't feel we should be paying for sports arenas. I think that should be on the owners now, because, I don't feel that we as taxpayers should be paying for those things. Those owners are like,
right.
How do I explain it? They're
Taking in the bucks
billionaires.
for one thing.
They're most of them are millionaires. Okay.
Exactly.
The one that owns the Red Wings, the original owner passed away before they moved into, but his family, his kids are set for life, and they own movie theaters. They own movie theaters. They own several theaters in Detroit. And I'm like sitting there going, the least you could do is build your own arena. Take money and build it yourself. Not go to the state of Michigan and ask for tax incentives and money from the taxpayers for your arena. So,
So
I don't want to. I'm trying not to get into the political things, but that's just my opinion. I feel that our money should be going in to help low income families.
I'm going to purposely throw you for 1 minute into the political realm, and I just want your honest thoughts on this only, and that is when it comes to NFL football and them not standing for the...
Well, our football team here was given the option for things, but I'm not going to say I'm against it, and I'm not going to say I'm for it, but I feel that if you are supporting our veterans and you bring the veterans in to honor them, then you should be standing for the flag. And I see that at some of the sporting games where the players are not even coming out and taking the field on the baseline or on the sideline to during the national anthem. And these guys are paid. It's a decision they make, but it's not one that I always stand for the flag, because I know, but yet I don't worship the flag, okay, because I worship God.
Right.
But I feel I'm thankful for what our men and women in the military do for us every day, and the fact that, and for the police officers and the firefighters and the EMS personnel and other law enforcement, because they're fighting to keep us safe. And
yes, they are. And they're not getting much support, it doesn't seem.
No. And I feel that someone who's paid millions of dollars, should show respect. And that's all I have to say.
I think that's a great answer. That's what I just wanted to hear, what your truthful answer was, and I'm glad I'm totally in agreement with you on that too. So, okay, let's hold it up for just a little bit so we can pay those station bills, and we'll get that checkbook out, and then we'll be right back with ya. Hold on, everybody. Can't wait to see you on the other side. This song is for Julie.
Well, it snowed last night in my hometown, and all the schools have been shut down. The snowplows prowl the streets all by themselves. I remember times that happened to me, and how glad I was to be set free. I wish that I could feel that way right now. Maybe it's something in the water. Maybe it's something in the air. Maybe the leaves in the autumn that keep me coming back here. I'm a Michigan girl.
You're listening to the Spark Radio Network, Internet radio like you've never heard before.